Thank you very much for being here today. We are pleased that we can have the media present here today as well. We are standing here today in front of the Bosasa building, and also to actually explain the extent of Bosasa in the Northern Cape, in particular in Cape. Well, today, colleagues, we are standing here because there's a couple of notes that we have to bring to your attention regarding some of the issues that happened, and according to the things that we have seen. It's actually quite shocking. Revelations by former boss or CFO Angelo Agrisi regarding a relationship between the corrupt and the bribery between departmental officials as well as government ministers and ANC leaders have set off an alarming bells in the Northern Cape as well. And that is the reason why we have decided to come to this building, in order that people can see the magnitude and the nature of how deeply rooted this issue is really. We are quite shocked to realize that even here in the Northern Cape, one of the provinces that can the least afford it to have the impact and the magnitude of what Bosasa did here to our province as well. The DA can simply not ignore the testimony that this controversial company paid bribes for all contract it was awarded. If this is the case, then the dealings of at least 3 Northern Cape departments must urgently be investigated. And this has been our suspicion for a long time already. But now that we have seen that Agrisi have also give testimony to this, the DA would like that these departments must be investigated as a matter of urgency. The Department of Education, Agrisi himself revealed that Bosasa allegedly has paid a bribe to the tune of 1.2 million rand. And this money was paid to a sister of the Sondolo technician Igima, who was employed by the Provincial Department of Education in order to secure a controversial tender to the value of 10.5 million with a Bosasa subsidiary of the Sondolo IT. Now, you know, if we see these kind of things coming to the fore, it's very worrisome. Because in this regard, the Department of Education skated around tender processes by claiming that the contract to install CCTV cameras was actually a matter of emergency. I can remember a few years ago, I was the one to ask the question to say, I cannot understand. It goes beyond comprehension that why would CCTV cameras become all of a sudden an emergency? Already then we were smelling a rat, but at that time it could not be proven. But obviously, here is the facts. The department has indicated that they are looking into the matter, but they have not yet provided substantive comment on these allegations. Now, colleagues, we are worrisome on a number of these things. And secondly, we have the Sports, Arts and Culture Department. Well, reports of business dealings between Bosasa and the Northern Cape Department of Sports, Arts and Culture have also surfaced. In this regard, it has been reported that over a period of 15 years, Bosasa scored more than 12 billion in questionable state contracts to a number of departments, including the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture here in our province. The department has denied doing any business with Bosasa or African Global Operations, as they are now known, indicating that there are no current contractual agreements with them. So those are the kind of things that we are talking about. Thirdly, we have seen the Department of Social Development as well. In the 2011, the department entered into a first level agreement with Bosasa by the management of the Daar Secure Care Center, and the list carries on. But the crux of the matter is, it is fine that we all see and know that while we appreciate that the work done by the Zondo Commission in making sure that they expose these kinds of relationships, we also would like to see that the Zondo Commission, that they will also put meaning into the allegations so that they can start acting against it. Because we have seen it way too much, that in this province people talk about corruption. It's time that we see that people start acting against corruption. The DA is thus taking it upon ourselves to shoulder on by kickstarting a process of accountability for the Bosasa-linked contracts in the Northern Cape. And there's a couple of steps that we recommend. The first one is will be submitting parliamentary questions to ascertain the extent of the reach of the Bosasa Northern Cape. In this regard, questions will be submitted to all provincial departments to reveal all payments made and contracts entered into Bosasa over the past 2 decades. We also want to ascertain who the officials or politicians were or are who are responsible for authorizing these fruitless and wasteful expenditures to the level where payments have been made on an irregular basis. We will also be submitting questions to the Standing Committee of SCOPA to conduct their own investigations into provincial departments dealing with Bosasa. This is also a very worrisome committee for me as a person, because you see, SCOPA is it's one of the committees that is dealing with these kind of irregularities. But as a member of the provincial legislature, I'm completely and I'm deeply disappointed, because SCOPA have never done their work. They have never done their work to the level where they hold departments to account, and that they recommend that people where they have found that there are some misgivings or deals that are wanting, I haven't seen them coming out and in order to show their teeth. Any information that we have received about any Bosasa links in our province, that we will refer it to the Zondo Commission. I think it's about time, because as we know, that somebody was asking me the question last week, what have I done in order to report some of these incidences? I'm still waiting for a member from the Special Investigation Unit. We've already had an appointment in order to come and also demonstrate the number of cases that we have laid as the DA of the province to the police for all these number of years. Not one of those cases actually arrived in court, and we hope that this the Zondo Commission will also assist the DA in making sure that we hold these people to account, and all these matters that we have raised before, that they will also come to book, so that people can also be held to account, and that we will refer these matters to the Zondo Commission as well. Well, there are a number of things that we can talk about here today. Just like the DA have pushed the corruption case of John Block into the spotlight, we will also push Bosasa-linked corruption in the spotlight in the province until those responsible for enriching themselves with government funds will also have to face the might of the law. Well, you see, the John Block issue was something that people used to laugh about. And today, John Block have been found guilty. He have been prosecuted by a court of law. We would also like to see people who are doing or who have done similar cases, that they should face the full might of the law, especially those people under dubious attempts. Some of them have been hiding them for a long time, among others doing business with Bosasa. We want to report this to the Zondo Commission, and we want to expose them for who they are and what they are. I'm glad that we are here today. I would also like to ask whether the members of the media would like to raise any additional questions to us on the issues that we have raised here today. Members of the media?